Now that we're done clowning around, welcome to Krymzon Kompany. I am Chris Krymzon, the man sitting to my left, the Twisted Tenor.
Thank you very much. The Twisted Tenant hopefully keeps getting better. Now, I did make a little bit of improvement today. I showed up on time for the show. And also, I figured out, I parked backwards so that I could get out easier because it's a little bit tough. You know,
It is kind of
I'd
tough
say
moving out of the parking
some
lot.
improvements today, some improvements. And that, it's just the way it is a little bit better each day. A little bit better each day. I give that advice to anyone, is just get a little bit better each day. Then at least you're not going backwards.
Exactly. The man sitting to my right is the wrestling consultant, Mr. Fousey.
Hello?
Fousey. And the man who's missing today, obviously we don't need the wide angle lens for this one, is Papo. You thought that was good. You like that one, didn't
Wide
you?
angle lens, that was good. I was thinking, what's going to come up this week for the Papa No Show comment? That's a good one, yeah.
I can tell you
I
what
like
he's
it.
going to say.
That's a good one.
I know exactly.
We had some other stuff you might want to say, but you can't say it on camera.
Good.
So is he gonna fire his 5th limo driver?
You know,
The 4 flat tires, that's, you know, it's not the limo driver's fault. You can't blame him for that.
I
The
think
last
he's
time it
mistaking
was the
limo
shocks
driver
problem.
for J&G Towing Company. I'm not exactly sure,
But before it was the shocks, it was the tires. Now, you know, the steering column broke, but once he took a turn, then one day it flipped over because Papa was sitting on the right side. He's taking a left turn and bloop, there it goes. The Papa blames just the same as his wrestling career, blames others for his problems. He has the SDS, right? It's similar to the STS, but because it's different than mine, it's not as good. SDS, the self-destructive syndrome, it's his own fault. It's his own fault that his career doesn't go anywhere. It's his own fault. He brings himself back. He had a chance. You know, I brought him up out of the depths of having no career, making him a name, Papa Pig. Everybody knows what Papa Pig is right now because of me. Because I wanted to roast him on the grill. I don't know if that's a good thing, but you know, like another thing is that there is no such grill that fits him. I have to build my own. I have to build up. You know how much iron I have to buy at the Ironworks place to build the grill that big? You can't. You know, and I'm not going to buy one. That's too expensive. No matter how much money I make, you know, I'm not going to waste it on one barbecue event. The event is coming up, by the way. The real barbecue event is coming up. And we'll talk to Sheik this week. Sheik is weak. He's a freak. He's a pencil neck geek. He has no physique. I just want to throw that in. But anyway, well, we're gonna organize it. Oh yeah, Twisted Tenor is also the commissioner in training. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show, commissioner in training with respect. I'm wearing a polo shirt. Looks somewhat respectable. A little more towards gravitated towards the 3-piece suit, but it's a little bit hot out, so you know. Plus time factor. I want to be on time. You know, I grab what I could. This is a little bit more dressed up than the Twisted Tenor the former days. Maybe go back to the Maestro days, the old days. You know, with the tuxedo. I still have that. I was bigger back then. May not fit. It might be hanging off, which is a good thing. It's you know, I had the other problem the other way when the stuff doesn't fit. Oh, I can't wear this today. It's too tight. Forget about it. And then after the Twisted Tenor wardrobe, I had to buy. So I got big stuff. I got small stuff. And then I said, oh man, I hope that fits because that will look good today. And then it doesn't fit. Oh man, you know, it's not easy being Twisted Tenor, by the way, as you can see. But commissioner in training, I do want to say one thing that we'll talk to Sheik. We're going to have the barbecue event. Whoever's out there watching barbecue one day in August, we're shooting for a Saturday in August. And I know July's kind of busy for everyone. That I know Sheik's yard will be ready by then. We'll talk to Sheik this week. I'll guarantee that. We'll start setting it up and work around the work schedules and everything else and the barbecue schedules.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Nothing to say?
I said no.
Okay.
So now I'll show you his time.
I'm sure it.
Hey, if he agrees with Twisted Tenor, that's enough for me. That's good. That's the consultant has spoken with the agreeing. The Twisted Tenor. I do have a lot on my plate, right? Lately I've been eating everything on it, but you know, like a lot of my plate to work on. I've been I have to go back to the diet. Last couple of days have been bad. I ate a lot of food. I had like 4 good days, then 2 bad days. I think for every 2 good days, 1 bad day cancels those out. So you have to have the streak of good diet days, and I will work on that. I'm still working on it. I did not give up 100%. I kind of gave up, psychologically gave up, but on paper, I still have my to-do list. Work on a diet, work on tan, paint the objects, paint the front objects, how about that? Paint the objects for the barbecue event. You get the extra paint, get all stand by. I'm gonna start working on it today. I gotta do it. I can't just keep writing this stuff on paper. I gotta start putting it in action, get things rolling. And the commissioner job is on the line. It's depending on this event. I just gotta organize one event. I just gotta get this. I just gotta pull this off. And if I don't do that, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve to be an official commissioner. Commissioner in training at the moment. I was gonna give a written apology to Papo, show some respect but by my overreaction, which is pretty much how I act every week. But I do have to try to have somewhat, some control of it. I can't guarantee 100% control of the twistiness. I can't guarantee that for everybody out there. You know, if I said I'm gonna guarantee, they'd be like, haha, yeah, right. But I will have some control. I gotta be professional. I'm gonna put it on paper. It's a lot easier for me to try to beat a Papa Pig like last week. Have it on paper. You know, I was gonna write a written apology, but because he's not here, I gotta think about if I'm gonna actually do that now. But he'll probably disrespect me again right after. But do deal with these situations. If Papa tries to get me going, he has the recorder to tell me to shut up. And I'm trying to, brother, I know it's my new role. I'm trying to make adjustments. I have to show a little patience, you know, show lack of respect. I can get Papa back on paper. I can get him, if I want to do something, instead of giving him a beating, hit him with the tennis stick a couple times. It did feel good hitting him, by the way, and choking him a little, but it did feel good. But I have to resist. I have to resist the temptation of destroying a Papa Pig, extracting the cellulite, all the above. I gotta have some control. I deal with it a more professional way, more office related, deal with these kind of situations. The power of the pen and paper, I have to use that more. I have to learn how to use that more. There's the power of the tennis stick and the slapula. What was that? Sorry about that. Slapula, trays. I got all these. But it is good to use the weapons because I don't like the weapons gathering dust either. I like to use those once in a while. Exactly. So we'll put those. I will make a contribution. For the backyard table match. There'll be weapons available. A little assortment, kind of like a candy store of weapons around the yard, and it's going to be in a
candy store of weapons.
Yes, because there's going to be so many of them.
The candy store.
Well, Papa, if you're out there, if the weapons are for hitting the opponent, don't try to eat them. They're made of wood. Let's reiterate. They're made of wood, made of metal, and made of styrofoam. No, not styrofoam. There's a cardboard tape with duct tape. It's not edible, just so you know. And also, I did bring this by Fuzi. I will just pop it on Mr. Krymzon right now. That we're thinking of a barbecue event shooting as a documentary format. Because I did give it a couple days ago, and the fans know out there, right? Twisted Tenant's greatest weapon is right here. That's how and it's gonna make it a good show for you guys, for fans, or women too out there. But anyway, we're gonna have documentary. They'll interviews with each participant, what events leading up to the barbecue match, and interview each person. Papo, interview Mr. Fuzi, Mr. Krymzon, interview Black Widow, interview me. I think Johnny Java want to get in an interview. He just want to get in on it for some reason. Johnny Java's my son, by the way. We do get along now. He did turn against me at one point, but he helped me destroy the Papa Pig. At the right time, he turned against Papo. He's Papo's manager. I don't know, for some reason, kids don't know what they're doing all the time. Like I told the other young kids out there, you can learn the easy way or the hard way, right? You show the respect for the legend of wrestling, right? Even though if the legend of wrestling is your own father, show respect for the legend of wrestling, especially if he's your own father. Show respect for the legend of wrestling. Exactly. And they'll take care of you. They'll teach you. And if you don't show respect for the legend of wrestling, I don't have to tell you what's going to happen to you.
So,
that's it.
you were talking about backpedal a little bit. You were talking about the diet. I have 4 bad days and 2 good days.
Yes.
You might say he defeated his own streak.
Yeah, it's a canceled out. It's kind of like a side from square one. But I am.
Twisted Lesnar.
Well, twisted Undertaker.
Yeah,
So
Twisted
Undertaker
Taker,
had
there
the
you go.
streak. Well, I broke my own streak by the, that's like if I forfeit the match or something.
I couldn't pass up the joke, sorry about that.
But, well, speaking of the diet, is they're back to 230 where I started. Oh, I didn't really have much poundage reduction as I would wish to. I got down to 225, maybe 222 at max. Then I'm back to 230 right now, and I'm gonna, working on. Now the pressure's off a little bit by being a commissioner in training. The pressure of not being in the match, I don't have to totally extract because I'm the commissioner. I can even hide it, pull the the suit coat over it. I could hide a few pounds if I had to, but I'm not gonna use that as an excuse. And we're still gonna work on it. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna use the month of July. So a few weeks left of July, maybe 3 weeks of extraction. It was good today. Today worked out good. Today's good. I had no food yet today because I had some coffee in the morning, did a few things around the house. Oh no, I gotta go. I won't be on time. I was gonna have a few pieces of watermelon. I can have that later. But at the moment today is a good day. I had no food yet. And yeah.
Missing off 4 too.
Well, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, he's not here too today. He had some other personal things that he had to take care of. So we give him a pass on that one. But other than that,
That's okay because it shows respect for the commissioner in training.
Yep.
I'm not the official commissioner. He shows respect right away. That's one of the reasons. Well, probably the main reason he has the belt because the Papo's lack of respect balanced off by his respect. It was like an obvious choice. I'm not gonna wait. Look at the Papo title shot. Would treat me like garbage right after that. The next
Exactly.
week. That's ridiculous.
That's the point that's what I was going to get to next. He did deserve the beating you gave him last week because there was no reason for him to be rude and obnoxious to a legend such as yourself, especially someone who's the commissioner in training, trying to lay down the law and let all the fans know what's going on. There's no reason for him to do the shut up and then try to blame somebody else for it. I don't know.
It's shocking to me that he showed respect. Actually, when we made the announcement, I was commissioner in training. He showed a little respect because I said, "Papo, you sure you want to treat the commissioner in training like that?" And then he was, he was like backed off. And then brings a little toy next week. Right? What do you thought about it? I said, maybe he thought. I said, why should I give respect to Twisted Tenant? Right? So I was like, I don't care about Twisted Tenant. I'll do whatever I want, kind of thing. It's like kind of like, I don't care. I'll eat whatever I want. Doesn't matter.
You gave him the what for on the radio show last week too, as a matter of fact.
Like a little speech.
Yeah, he definitely got a well-deserved speech, I think, on that one. Mr. Puzzi, you were also in on the drama that Mr. Pablo brought in. You seem to show a lot of respect for the commissioner in training.
I do.
As well.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. If it goes 5, I'll tell you right now. It gives me the power to lay out some punishment or to promote from within, to make decisions, hey, I'm a nice guy, right? That's all I ask. Just the respect, that's it. I mean, if I can't even get that from Papo Pig, I'll throw that in, pig, that you're going to get punished. And the punishment, I was even lenient on him after that. I was even lenient by actually giving him the option of opt for, but opt for had to decide if he wants to give Pablo Pig a shot, right? That's his, because of, I think opt for would love to,
I think he wants to get his hands on both belts. If you want to know the truth.
It's an opportunity for opt for to get both belts now.
Yep.
And opt for says, hey, he's smart. Opt for smart. He's young, but he's not stupid, right? He gives the commissioner respect,
He's the
right?
best.
He says, all right, he puts up the belt, even on the same show. You didn't even have to think about it. Because I think he knows, I think he's been following wrestling. I think he knows more than we think he knows.
You very well might.
That's going to be bad for Papo.
I think so. That also reminds me, there was supposed to be a contract signing this week. But obviously there's no contract and there's no people to sign it.
Yep.
Well, as Op4's manager, I could sign for him, just Papo has no one to sign for him.
Well, you know what we can do is, because we have
No
time, right?
commissioner.
Well, the commissioner will step in and he will help, Mr. Krymzon, give some ideas of, Mr. Krymzon is part of the board, so always goes, you know, in the commissioner in training, it's only in training. Mr. Krymzon is the host of the show, he always get the final word on things. He gives me the power to, have some power that I think, because we will schedule the show, the match, backyard match in August, so we get time. If, you know, all the participants are here next week, either the week after, even during within the next 3 weeks, we'll have that signed. And Papo, I don't know what the story of Papo is, for his reason not to be here. I'm up for, I trust that he had something legitimately to, Papo, I'm not sure all his reasons for not showing up. It could be just because he just didn't get out of bed, it could be one of those things, it could be a food coma from having a pizza. You shouldn't, Papo, don't eat a pizza in the morning, but just have like a cereal or something small, so you can be able to show up for the show. You can eat, you have the whole rest of the day to eat. The show's from 1 to 2.
Small.
Yeah, eat small, that's even,
That's
whatever,
way too
that's a
big, I
good,
think.
that's small for him, but, that's small for him, but just come on, Papo, have some control, right? Have a disciplined schedule, have some organization. All you gotta do, on Monday, just once a week, just have a small meal in the morning, don't overdo it, so that you'll be able to, shake off the grogginess. Just do like I do, maybe drink a pot of coffee and then show up, and then, there you go, there you have it.
Well,
That's a good
I
diet for
think,
lack of food,
this
yeah.
week we may be able to give him a pass, because he may have forgotten, because of the days that we switched days of actually taping the show.
Yeah,
So he
this-
may have forgotten that today was the show.
yeah, there's a recent, change, recently.
Yeah, so.
But maybe he'll show up Wednesday, no one will be here.
That will be hysterical.
That would be hysterical. Oh, looking for the Krymzon Kompany show? They were here on Monday. Oh.
I'm not sure if that, well, we have the radio show, I don't know if you wanna sign on camera, right, for the, they get to does that make more sense to sign on camera or at the radio show?
And more sense of sign on the.
Because people will see the sign and
People will
actually
see the
see it.
signing, exactly.
Yeah, we could say, hey, Papo, sign here. All right, do like pretend he's there when he's not. You could-
Right.
we could do it like
And-
even though the webcam, you can see everything.
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
webcam. If everybody were to really look it up.
Please do not fondle or molest the camera. That's what the sign says. I have nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with that.
But speaking of the radio show, right?
Yes.
So they can stream the radio show. You know, in case we might forget something on Monday TV show. If we forget something, then we'll bring it on to the radio show Wednesday. You stream WBRS.com, right?
.org.
Oh, .org.
Yep.
Oops.
That's
Should I do that?
That's
Should I do that?
WBRS.org. You can listen to us live every Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m., providing no one's in our studio space again.
We had a problem last week.
But that's okay. That's understandable.
If it doesn't, if we're not there exactly at 1, we'll be
We'll be
going
there
by
between that
we're going
time.
by 1:30.
Yep, exactly. You can listen to us